Exercise 10.1, 11th one. The slope of a line is double of the slope of another line. If the tangent of the angle between them is 1 by 3, find the slope of the lines. So given that slope of a line is double of the slope of another line, so we can take the slopes of the lines as m and 2m. Slope of one line is double of slope of another line. Double means twice. So we can take the slope of the lines as m and 2m. Now given that if the tangent of the angle between them, suppose the angle between them is theta. Theta be the angle between them. Angle between the lines. Theta be the angle between the lines. Given that tangent of the angle between them, tangent of angle means tan theta. Tangent of the angle between them is 1 by 3. So tan theta equal to 1 by 3. So these are given. Given that slope of one line is double of the other, therefore we can take the slopes as m and 2m. And given that tangent of the angle between them is 1 by 3. So we have to find the slope of the lines. That means we have to find m and 2m. So we know the formula to find the angle between the lines if the slopes are given. So that is tan theta equal to m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. So the acute angle theta is given by tan theta equal to this formula. So we can write tan theta, substitute tan theta equal to 1 by 3. So we get 1 by 3 equal to m2 minus m1, that is 2m minus m. This we can take m1 and this is m2. So m1 and m2. So m2 minus m1, so 2m minus m divided by 1 plus m into 2m. That is 1 by 3 equal to m divided by 1 plus 2m square. So given that tan 1 by 3 equal to m2 minus m1, 2m minus m by 1 plus m into 2m or 2m into m. So 1 plus 2m square, 1 plus m into 2m, 1 plus 2m square. Now that is given. So using that we can find the value of m, so that we get the slope of the lines m and 2m. So using this formula we can simplify. Now we got 1 by 3 equal to modulus of that. So we can consider, we have to consider, I told you, if modulus x equal to 1, we have to consider x equal to plus or minus 1. If modulus x, absolute value of x is 1, x can be plus or minus 1. Similarly, modulus of m by 1 plus 2m square is 1 by 3. So we can take this as plus or minus 1 by 3. So using this, we can write m divided by 1 plus 2m square equal to plus or minus 1 by 3. Now we have to consider two cases. If m divided by 1 plus 2m square equal to 1 by 3, we have to find the value of m. Then cross multiplying, 3m equal to 1 into, so 1 plus 2m square, that is, we can take 3m to other side. So 2m square minus 3m plus 1 equal to 0. Now splitting the middle term, we get 2m square. Here 1 into 2, positive 2, and we want some negative 3. So we can take negative 2 and negative 1. You know, negative 2 into negative 1, positive 2, negative 2 plus negative 1, negative 3. So we can split the middle term. So 2m square minus 2m minus m, 2m square minus 2m minus m plus 1 equal to 0. So from these two terms, 2m into m minus 1 minus 1 into m minus 1 equal to 0. So 2m minus 1 into m minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore m equal to 1 by 2 or 1. So we got two values for m, half and 1. Two values we got. Now we have to consider the other case, m by 1 plus m square equal to minus 1 by 3. So this is one set of values. Now consider the other case, if m by 1 plus 2m square equal to negative 1 by 3. Similarly, cross multiply. So 3m equal to minus 1 minus 2m square minus 1 into 1 plus 2m square bracket. So we get minus into 1 minus 1 minus into 2m square minus 2m square. Take all the terms to one side. 2m square plus 3m plus 1 equal to 0. Now we can factorize and find it. So in this case, we got two values. Now we are considering the other case. So we get, again, splitting the middle term. Here we can split the middle term as 2m square plus 2m plus m plus 1 equal to 0. So 2m into m plus 1 plus 1 into m plus 1 equal to 0. That is 2m plus 1 into m plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore m equal to negative 1 by 2 or negative 1. So this we have studied how to split the middle term and find the value of m. So here in this case we got two values, minus 1 by 2 and minus 1. First case we got the values half or 1. Now we have to, the question is find the slopes of the lines. So we have to consider each case and we have to write the each set of values, slopes. So first to consider this case. So what are the slopes? So last we can consider these two, all the cases. So we can write, if, consider each case. If m equal to, first we got half. If m equal to half, what is 2m? The slope of the other line. See, slope of the lines we are considering m and 2m because one slope is double of the other. So m and 2m are the slopes of the lines. Therefore, we have to consider which are the slopes of the lines. If m equal to half, what is 2m slope? What is the slope of the other line? 2 into 1 by 2, that is equal to 1. So if m equal to half, slope of the lines are half and 1. So if m equal to 1, if m equal to 1, 2m equal to 2. If m equal to minus 1 by 2, 2m equal to minus 1. Then m equal to minus 1, 2m equal to minus 2. So these are the slopes. So if m equal to half, the slope of the other line is 1. So slopes are half and 1, 1 and 2, minus half and minus 1, minus 1 and minus 2. So these are the slopes of the lines. Now consider the 12th one. A line passes through x1, y1 and hk. If the slope of the line is m, show that k minus y1 equal to a line passes through x1, y1 and hk. So what is the slope of the line passing through two given points x1, y1, x2, y2? We can apply the formula. So slope of the line passing through x1, y1 and hk, that is y2 minus y1, that is what is y2? K minus y1 divided by h minus x1. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 formula. And this is the slope. And given that slope of the line, a line passes through these 2 points, if the slope of the line is m, so we found the slope of the line using the formula. Also given that slope of the line is m, so we can equate that. This is equal to m. This is the slope of the line. So the slope of the line is given as m, and also we can find the slope of the line using the formula. So both are same, so we can equate. Now cross multiply. What we get? Therefore k minus y1 equal to m into h minus x1. So that is what we want to prove. Prove that, show that k minus y1 equal to m into h minus x1. We prove. So that's the answer. Okay.